21st of January 2023. Well, guys, it's happened. A nuclear bomb has went off in a United States city. What are we going to do? What's your first move here in this situation? Of course, you could be at work, you could be at home, you could be at the store, your kids could be at school, they could be on the bus, they could be anywhere, right? What's your first move here? Well, what you need to do is get everybody together. Everybody should already know your plan. You should already have a plan for this situation. You should know where everybody should have to go and what they should do when they get there. Everybody should have bug out bags in their vehicles and things like that. If your kids are at school, if they're small and they're still in elementary, high school, daycare, go get them. If you're at work, get home. If you're at a store, leave, get home. Get everything together. You should already have a plan for this and that you can enact quickly. What are things we're going to see when this actually does happen? I've told you this is a scenario video, a what if videos if you watched my video earlier today. What you need to do is you need to realize there's going to be several different types of people. There's going to be people that just straight out panic and go crazy. There's going to be people that cry. There's going to be people that don't know what to do. They're going to run around and they don't know anything from anything. You're going to have people that say, well, it didn't happen here close to me, so it's not affecting me. And you're going to have people that's prepared. They know what to do. If you're in the city where it went off, all bets are off. This is a what if video. If you're outside of that area, you're nowhere near that area, there's no danger to you right at that moment. And what I'm talking about too is you also got to understand a lot of people believe the United States government would warn us well in advance that a nuclear warhead was headed towards us. They wouldn't. You got to stop and think, if they did that, everybody in the United States would panic. They want you to stay at work. They want you to go to school. They want you to go to work. They want you to say, well, this happened over here. Y'all are still fine over here. There's no worries. At the very least, or the very most, I should say, that they would give us would maybe be a 5 to 10 minute warning. Not enough time to do anything. Guys, I'm not saying this is going to happen right now, but eventually it will. There's a lot of stuff heating up. Y'all know me. I'm not one of these nuclear war is going to happen every day, but we got to make plans in case it does happen. Number one is to stay calm. I tell you, there's no sense in panicking. There's no need in panicking. You're going to have a lot of people when that happens. I'm telling you, you may not believe me, but what will happen is, as long as it happened up in that area, it's not affecting them here. They're going to go on about their day like normal. Think back to 9/11. It was happening in multiple cities, but think about back if you wasn't in one of them areas it was going on, what did everybody do? They went on about their day as normal, right? That's the same thing, believe it or not, that would happen if a nuclear bomb went off in a major city and it wasn't in their area. They would go on about their day. That's when you need to sit back and say, if one goes off, there's more than likely going to be more. Get your tribe together, your mag together, your family together, whatever you're getting together, get them together. Make sure they know the plan. They know how to get home. Now, I know younger kids, smaller kids, they don't know exactly, they can't get home. You have to go get them. But the main point of this is you need to start planning for this now. I'm not talking about going out and buying radiation gear and all this other stuff, but you need a plan in place for if a situation like this happens, that you're not panicked over it because you know what to do. Your kids know what to do. Whoever's in your group knows what to do. I'm telling you, eventually this is going to happen. Is it going to happen today? Probably not. Could it happen tomorrow? Yes. Could it happen a year from now? Yes. This is getting serious over there. Now, I told you I don't see them with a use of a nuclear weapon, why they would use it. But who's to say they wouldn't, right? Something has to happen to get all this going, that they're lining their pieces up as we keep talking about. These videos we're going to do here probably every Saturday night, we'll put one up, or it's going to be different scenarios. We're going to cover, what if this happens, what if that happens type of situation. This is not a clickbait video. If you watched my video earlier today, I told you we would put this video up. It's a what if scenario. The main thing to do is not panic. Now, if you're in the area where it went off, where that nuclear warhead went off or nuclear bomb went off, all bets are off. You better already have your plan in place and know what to do. You got to at least be prepared for it. You don't have to, like I've told you before, if that's what gets you prepping, great, start prepping for it. But you've got to be able to have a plan in place for this type of situation. Y'all know my theory on it. I don't want to be nowhere near it, or I want to be right where it goes off. You also got to stop and think back. We've set nuclear bombs off a lot of times. We've tested them. You know, the world didn't flip upside down and in right then. So life will go on for some people. Some people it won't in that situation. But the main thing I would recommend is to make sure your group, especially your core family, knows the plan. They know if this goes off, if you got young kids, mama or daddy or whoever's going to come get you. If you're at work, hey, I'm going home type situation. Like I said, think back to 9/11, how it really was. In the areas where it was going on, it was mass chaos, right? Well, in areas where it wasn't nothing happening, people just went on about their day as normal. And that's what we would see again. That's where we're at as a country. We could take a direct hit in a country. My grandparents always told me that December 7th, everybody just kind of sat down and paid attention to it. It's different times in it. We wasn't all about money, money, money back then. Guys, get your plan together. Sit down and talk to the people that's in your group, your family, and make a plan now so they know what to do if something like that happens. A small kid in school more than likely wouldn't know about it. A teenager or something like that, a little bit older, would know because everybody has phones now. They would know about it. But I'm going to tell you, you would have people that would go on about their day. You would probably have teachers mad because you checked your kid out of school or something like that. But you have to put yourself and your family first in a situation like that. Guys, these are what if videos. They're not clickbaits. They're just scenarios to get your mind going, to help you get a plan going of what you'll do, where you need to go, what you need to have, and things like that. There's all type of gear for a nuclear incident. We have some, but like I've told you, I'm not that concerned with it as far as trying to survive it in a direct hit type situation. I want to be nowhere near it or right in the middle of it. That's the way I am. But guys, get prepped up, get a plan together, sit down and talk to everybody, make sure they know the plan, do a couple dry runs. If you need to time yourself, like if you're at home and you need to go get your kids, you need to know how long it should take you to go get your kids and get back. If you're in town, you need to time run how quick you can get back home legally. Don't be speeding or none of that stuff. I'm not telling you to get speeding tickets. Now's the time to plan for this stuff. Next Saturday we'll do a different one, another what if situation, and we'll do these every Saturday. If they're not getting a lot of views, we won't make them no more. But guys, get out there and get prepped up, get a plan together. Remember, keep your head on a swivel, be aware of your surroundings at all times, protect yourself and your family at all times, because police, if you call them, it takes time for them to get there. You got to remember that. You need to be able to protect yourself and family. Get out there, get prepped up, and if you're still watching, hit the subscribe button. And if you're complaining that this was a clickbait video, it tells me that you don't watch my videos, and I don't really care. Stay safe, get prepped up, hit the like or dislike, guys. We got to get up in the algorithms. Subscribe if you haven't.